Versatile Mage. Chapter 298. Poisonous Rain. As he was hanging upside down in the air, the hideous brain of the bewitching magic spider was 10 meters right below him. Its eyes were glaring upwards, fixed on him. The bewitching magic spider was just about to raise its front limbs, but Mo Fan's fist was faster. Rose flame fiery fist, exploding heaven. The fist struck downward ferociously from the air, surging toward the bewitching magic spider's head. This time, it could not dodge the attack in time. It received Mo Fan's fiery fist right on the top of its skull. Not only was the fiery fist burning at a high temperature, it also contained an incredible force of impact. Mo Fan was knocked higher into the air by the repulsive force, while the bewitching magic spider slammed right into the ground, sinking into a burning pit. The flames thoroughly scorched its body. Muningzu stood a close distance away with her mouth open wide. This Mo Fan was way too ballsy. Any ordinary magician would not dare to use an intermediate magic like this. Leaving that aside, it was enough to prove how experienced Mo Fan was in fighting. Apart from his impressive agility, he was also able to control his magic freely. Many magicians stood at the same spot like woodpiles when aligning their stars. They might be able to scare servant-class demon beasts away, but the time it took for them to cast the spell was enough for them to die multiple times over to warrior-level demon beasts. Mo Fan's punch was rather powerful. It took the bewitching magic spider a prolonged period just to crawl out from the burning pit, despite its sturdy skin. Muningzu did not believe the bewitching magic spider would be killed by a single punch from Mo Fan. She immediately cast a wind element intermediate spell as it was recovering from the injury. Her ice element would have conflicted with Mo Fan's fire element. However, Muningshui's wind disc would fan the remaining flames instead. A wind disc, Sky Snare, appeared once again. Its wind wall, with a diameter of close to 100 meters, contracted rapidly. It even drew in the flames from the fiery fist into the spinning tornado. A few moments later, the wall of the tornado had turned blazing red. It was no longer just a wind magic, but a shocking fiery twister. The flames grew even stronger as the wind continued to howl. When Mo Fan saw Muningzu was using his flames to intensify her wind magic, he immediately half-clenched his hands and summoned 2 fire bursts. Mo Fan hurled the burning bones. Fire burst out, and they drew bright arcs in the middle of the night, colliding with the rapidly contracting wind disc, Sky Snare. "Keep it going," Muningzu said to Mo Fan. Mo Fan was definitely a pro at using basic level spells. As soon as the fire bursts merged with the raging tornado, another 2 flames ignited on his hands. Again, he tossed the flames at the tornado. Mo Fan was trying to keep the fire burning stronger while the wind magic lasted, in order to inflict sufficient damage on the bewitching magic spider. His stars continued to join along their path. Mo Fan had never cast fire burst at such an incredible rate. The consecutive fire bursts formed a continuous arc in front of him. He felt like he had turned into a fire-spitting Gatling gun, releasing all its ammo at a specific spot. Their combined power was on par with that of an intermediate spell. Mo Fan did not cast Fiery Fist, as its impact would instantly destroy Muninghui's wind magic. On the other hand, the fire bursts were just strong enough to merge with the tornado. In the end, the wind disc, Sky Snare, drew fully in, and the eye of the storm slowly disappeared. The bewitching magic spider tried to root itself to the ground again with its sharp legs. However, this time, separate from the tearing of the howling winds, it was also suffering burns from the flames. It was definitely torture for the bewitching magic spider, which preferred to stay in the water. The wind continued to grow stronger, finally dragging the bewitching magic spider off the ground and tossing it into the air. The hideous creature, half the size of a building, was rising slowly into the air. "I'm at my limit." Muninghui's face was slightly pale. Her wind disc, Sky Snare, could only last this long. Unfortunately, the bewitching magic spider was less than 10 meters from the ground. The impact from the fall would not be enough to kill it. It's fine, let it fall, Mo Fan said. Muningzu took a deep breath. The wind disk, sky snare dissipated in one breath. The bewitching magic spider fell to the ground. It landed on its limbs, cushioning its fall and minimizing the damage. Its rows of eyes quickly turned and glared at Muningzu as it uttered a piercing shriek at her. Suddenly, the bewitching magic spider opened its mouth, which had been hidden somewhere on its face before. Despite its small size, it was filled with sharp poisonous fangs. The bewitching magic spider spat something out. Mo Fan could not see what it was at first, but then realized it was some poisonous liquid spraying at Muningzu. The poisonous liquid poured close to Muningzu like a drizzling hose. Muningzu had no choice but to activate her protection equipment. A sacred golden glow wrapped around her body like a blossoming flower, granting her protection without any blind spots. Mo Fan had seen similar equipment at auctions, but most of them could only shield the user from a specific direction. He could tell how rare Muningzu's equipment was, as it was able to form a full protective barrier around her entire body. The poisonous rain had no effect on the glowing shield, but as it slowly dribbled from the shield onto the ground, the grass nearby instantly turned black. Black bubbles slowly rose as the ground was corroded. The corpse of a one-eyed magic wolf nearby, which had only died a short time ago, turned into a puddle within a few seconds, leaving a pile of pitted bones behind. Mo Fan subconsciously recalled the pit filled with white bones as he saw the corrosive ability of the poisonous liquid. Could it be that the bewitching magic spider was purposely targeting beasts that lived in packs? It would let them fight among themselves first, before cleaning up their corpses. That must be it. It would let the tiny spiders bewitch its prey, and let them fight one another. It would then drag them back here to its territory and enjoy a feast. Such a cunning demon beast. If it weren't for the focus necklace, it was highly possible that he would have ended up as a pile of bones nearby too. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.